There are moments in the entertainment world that feel carefully staged, rehearsed, and polished for the camera. And then there are moments that slip through the cracks, unplanned, unfiltered, and quietly powerful. This story belongs to the second kind. It began with a question so ordinary that almost everyone has heard it at least once in their life. A question asked at family dinners, during holidays, or in moments of affectionate concern. Yet when it was spoken aloud on a brightly lit stage, in front of cameras, fans, and media, it suddenly carried an entirely different weight. When are you getting married? The person being asked was Chen Zheyuan, one of the most talked about young actors of his generation. The person asking was his mother, and the timing, the setting, and the unspoken context turned a simple sentence into a moment that would quietly ripple across the internet. The atmosphere that day had been light and cheerful. It was a promotional event for a drama project, filled with laughter, shared memories from filming, and relaxed conversations between cast members. Everything felt warm, familiar, and safe. No one expected the emotional center of the event to come from a mother's gentle curiosity rather than a carefully prepared script. When Chen Zheyuan's mother stepped onto the stage, the audience welcomed her with affection. There is something universally comforting about seeing a celebrity's parent in public. It reminds people that behind the fame, awards, and flashing lights, there is still a family, still a child in someone's eyes. She spoke kindly about her son's hard work, his dedication, and how proud she felt watching him grow. Then, with a soft smile and a calm voice, she asked the question. For a brief second, time seemed to slow down. Laughter faded into murmurs. Cameras shifted, faces were studied more closely. This was no longer just an interview moment, it had become something deeply human. Chen Zheyuan did not rush to answer. He did not laugh it off, nor did he appear uncomfortable. Instead, he paused, and in that pause, many viewers felt something rare in modern celebrity culture: sincerity. Before his words came, something else happened, something subtle, yet impossible to ignore. His mother's gaze moved gently across the stage and settled on Li Qin, who was seated beside him. It was not dramatic, it was not exaggerated. It lasted only a few seconds, but it was enough. Those seconds became the heartbeat of the entire story. Li Qin, known for her elegance and composed public image, responded not with surprise, but with a quiet smile. She lowered her eyes slightly, as if aware that she had been drawn into a moment that did not require words. There was no attempt to perform, no visible tension, only grace. For many viewers, this was where curiosity turned into emotional engagement. Because when something is not explained, the mind begins to listen more carefully. Chen Zheyuan finally spoke. His voice was calm, steady, and thoughtful. He did not give a definitive answer, nor did he avoid the question. Instead, he spoke about growth, about responsibility, about wanting to become someone strong enough to make the people he cares about feel safe and proud when the time is right. It was not a statement designed to please headlines. It was a reflection, the kind that comes from someone who understands both the weight of expectation and the value of patience. And at the end of his answer, his eyes moved. Not dramatically, not deliberately, just naturally toward Li Qin. That glance was brief, but it carried a quiet confidence that many found deeply moving. As if to say, there are things I cannot say now, but I know what I am working towards. In an industry often driven by declarations and denials, this restraint felt refreshing. It allowed space for interpretation without inviting controversy. It protected privacy while still offering honesty. What followed online was almost inevitable. Clips of the moment spread quickly. Comments flooded in from viewers across different cultures and countries. Some focused on the mother's expression, describing it as warm, knowing, and quietly approving. Others spoke about Chen Zheyuan's answer, praising its maturity and emotional intelligence. Many noticed Li Qin's reaction not dramatic, not distant, but gently present. Media outlets analyzed every detail, but the true power of the moment lay not in speculation, but in relatability. Because beneath the fame and speculation, this was a story about family, about a mother who wants her child not just to succeed, but to be happy. About a young man navigating love, responsibility, and timing under the public eye, and about a woman who understands that not everything meaningful needs to be explained. For international audiences, this moment resonated in a particularly strong way. In many cultures, a parent's silent approval speaks louder than words. A glance can carry blessing. A pause can hold understanding. And sometimes, the most sincere emotions are the ones left unspoken. What made this moment so compelling was not shock, fear, or scandal. It was the opposite. It was calm. It was gentle. It was human. Viewers did not feel pushed into believing a narrative. Instead, they felt invited to witness a small, genuine moment, one that felt real precisely because it was imperfect and unscripted. After the event, there were no clarifications, no statements, no attempts to capitalize on the attention. Life continued as usual, and yet something had shifted, not publicly, but emotionally. Because sometimes a single question can reveal far more than an answer. And sometimes a mother's gaze says everything. For many viewers, this story lingered long after the video ended. Not because it demanded certainty, but because it offered hope, the kind that grows quietly, with patience and respect. If you found this story meaningful, if moments like these remind you that, even in the world of entertainment, sincerity still exists, we invite you to support our channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow LVT-SHOWBIZ for more heartfelt stories from the world of entertainment. Your support helps us continue sharing moments that matter.